Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Quick completion to the tight end. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. So the call is on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lacy. He makes the grab. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. 2nd down after that short completion. QB decides to keep it here. He's got the first and still going. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Walker. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. They bring the punter onto the field now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Offense comes out to start this drive. Play action here on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Bennett. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. 2nd down after that previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And the wideout goes in motion. Throwing off play action. The ball is caught. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They'll return it from inside the 5. Coverage team flying downfield. Not much gained on that return. And the offense trots back onto the field here. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
They'll tackle him out across the 20. That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. QB keeps it himself.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator. Go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Going absolutely nowhere after a loss of the play. So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Back to throw. It's Lacy. Quick catch over the middle. And it works. The first down to the 35. A new set of downs after that completion. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. And there's the handoff. And they'll stop him short at the line to gain. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. Running back with the football. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. It's off the incompletion. It sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Short connection to the tight end here. That'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
The complexion of this drive suddenly changing. One massive play, and they're closing in on the red zone now with the first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. QB keeper all the way. Some hard running there through a tackle. Big moment here in this championship game. 3rd and short on the 8th play of the drive. Off the RPO, caught to the right. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that 3rd down. And coach elects to send out the field goal unit. He got it. The field goal's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. To throw. It's Lacey. It's the running back in the flat. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
How about that? The defense does their job on 3rd down and long. They get after that quarterback, and now it's 4th and forever. Coverage did its part. Let's not forget about that. Buying the pass rush enough time to get after the quarterback.
And here comes the punter onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10 from the 45. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33. First down here for this offense. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Important second down play coming up. A quick throw out left, complete. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Caught by the receiver. They make the tackle, but the offense set up for the first down in the red zone. They'll run it here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle made after just a short gain. Big moment here in this championship game. 3rd and short on the 8th play of the drive. It's a draw to the back. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. The field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team gets him down. Not much gained on that return. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Off the play fake on first down. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback still with the football. Slides down to avoid the tackle. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. It's Lacy. Bringing pressure. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. He dumps it off to the tight end.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. Productive drive in the making. A first down at their own 42. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Boyd. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Ball handed off. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime. The crucial second quarter beginning right now. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Ball handed to the running back. 7-yard gain. Sets up a 3rd and 3. Makes the catch downfield. You make the stop, but it'll be first down from the 13. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Back to pass. It's Lacy. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And here comes the offense back out onto the field now. It's a quarterback keeper. First down, looking for more now. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. You set it down to the offense, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Freeman. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Here comes a handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Boyd. They bring him down after a short gain there. Now it's 2nd down here. Looking downfield, it's Lacy. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The punt team making their way on the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. It's a shotgun run call. Runs through the defender. Picks up the first, looking for more. They get him down, but a solid run by the freshman. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? On the run, it's Freeman.
Love this early in the game by this defense. Taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking for the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. 1st and 10. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's wide open. Look out. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17. Looking to throw it from the red zone. And he finds the running back in the flat. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line. That's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Loses the football. The scramble is on. The kick team grabs the ball. Comes the point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Now comes the offense set to take over here. Back to pass. It's Lacy. Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Looking for a man deep on the right side. Caught at the 30. Still running. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yards to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
So one enormous play has this offense inside the 30. Let's see if they can cash in this scoring opportunity. Looking to throw again. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Headed for the end zone. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Now the try here for the extra point. It right through. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's reeled in. It's Bennett. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. The The back's got it. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Makes a quick catch. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw. That completion makes it second and medium. It's incomplete. There is a marker down on the field. Let's check out that call. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And this one is caught. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage. Third down, out of the shotgun. He's running out of time here. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down. Punt team ready to boot it away. The fair catch made at the 25-yard line. To throw, it's Lacy. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Second down after that completion. He'll hand it off. And it's good for a first down at the 36. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. They try to sneak it for the first.
Now, how about that? Good job by the offensive line and quarterback. They pick up this first down here on third down and 1 with the QB sneak. There are a lot of bodies crowding around that line. He was able to find just enough space to pick up the first down and a new set of downs.
Here's the second down play. The shotgun running play call. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. They've punted 4 times already on the verge of a 5th. They can't looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands. The punting unit on the field after the third down incompletion. This is a low liner. This won't go a long way. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Catch made by the tight end. On a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. We reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. We'll see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. They keep him off balance with a run. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. The game makes it second and medium. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense has been set up with a first down and goal. The offense trying to cap a really impressive first half, trying to punch it in here and build on this lead before halftime.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Quick throw to the right. It's caught. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time. Looking to pass. It's Lacy. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Delayed handoff. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. We'll call for the fair catch here. Using his legs, it's Freeman. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. Offense getting set. It's second down. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Here's the handoff. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert third and short here from the 50. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. No fair catch. He feels the punt. And the returner will be brought down. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Grab down the middle. It's Boyd. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Quarterback keeps the football. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. So it's third and long from the 29. Will the defense play coverage or blitz? To the air, it's Lacy. Looking for a deep completion. And it's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Coverage team brings down the returner. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain sets them up first down at the 33. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, massive expectations for this SEC championship, and it has not disappointed. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the much-anticipated conclusion of the SEC championship.
And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Offense on the field to take over. First play of the second half is a handoff. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Second down after that previous play. Looks right for a quick completion. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The important third down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Lacy. Quick throw to his receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Walker. They keep the drive going. It's a first out of the 46. Looking for a receiver. Grab down the middle. It's Walker.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They go backwards on that third down completion. Sets up a fourth down. And here comes the punter onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. The punt will bounce out of bounds down near the 20-yard line. Offense makes their way on the field. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Stopped right there at the line, no gain. So they get nothing in the first down run. Brings up 2nd and 10 from their own 20. They look to throw it here on second down. Snags the quick throw.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Looks left and finds his target there. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Single back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to pass here on second down. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down. The offense really clicking against this battle defense. That is broken up and incomplete. 2nd and 10 following the incompletion from the 37. An inside give now from the shotgun. And he will be stuffed for no gain. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Well, here we go again. The field goal team is out there. This kicker's already got 3 makes in this game. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. A solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Offense back out there trying to get something going. Quick throw to the left. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback keeps it here. Great cut there. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain. So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. But he can work with a sneak. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's an important first down on that running play. Dropping back, it's Lacy. The receiver grabs it. Brought down very quickly. Not much to show for that completion. The offense now operating in empty. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. On the run here. Let's it go. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. And they'll use the ground game here. The pickup is 6. Makes it third down and 4. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now on this drive. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. And a low line drive. Ugly punt. And the offense trots back out on the field again. Using his legs, it's Freeman.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
It's a quick grab. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got. On first down, it's play action. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. It's a 1st and 10 play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. The misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 46. They're going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. What a catch! That's enough to move the sticks and give them a first down at the 41. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. It's a draw play. Nowhere to run up the middle. Important second down play coming up. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Big moment here in this championship game. 3rd and short on the 8th play of the drive.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock. And get that much closer to securing a victory.
Has the first down and more. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Bought some time, now lets it go. The pass is incomplete. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run. The defense backed up against their own end zone. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Man, the defense comes up with a big play here, backed up close to their own goal line. But as an offensive coordinator, you're inside that 3-yard line at 2nd and goal. If you're going to throw the ball, man, the ball has got to get out of that quarterback's hands quickly and not give the defense a chance to get after him and bring him down for a sack.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Finds an open target on the left side. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. The conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. QB decides to keep it here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field. It's Lacy. Misses the receiver. Incomplete. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He finds his man. He's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. They don't convert on 3rd down. Special teams coming on the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 42. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. The punt team making their way on the field. On the kick now for the 5th time today. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw. The catch is made. He made the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up for the first down at the 47. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pressure is coming. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Scanning the field. It's Lacy. Running back grabs it on the screen. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. Punt team ready to boot it away. The punt will bounce and go out of bounds. They'll spot it near the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Play action here on 1st down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial a deep shot to the left side. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up 4th down. They'll kick it away here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. It should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Toss play. Back heads to his right. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter. And as we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if this game can get a little bit more competitive. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And that one's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's in the clear. At the 20, inside the 10.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Offense ready to start this drive. They call the counter run here. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Getting set. Here's second down. And now the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Took contact on the throw, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. Special teams on the field. Now here comes a punt. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. And they hand it off to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. First down and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. He'll hand it off. They bring him down, but that play will set up a 1st and goal now at the 10. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense threatening here. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Running back has it on a screen now. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. Caught quickly. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. Offense cross out onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Knapp. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. A completion makes it second down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. As the first down is still going. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Catch hauled in here over the middle. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Oh, but he could not hold and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. With the catch, it's Knapp. They've got him at the 48. That's a first down. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. Caught near the sticks. It's Knapp. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. The shotgun handoff here. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now it's second down here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2. Now the offense has reached the red zone. They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. He is stuffed at the line. It's going to bring up 4th down. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. After making his first attempt, this one is from 38 yards out. Oh, and he knocks it right through. So they get the 3, but the margin is still huge. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Offense comes out to start this drive. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Oh, what a grab! They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47.
By another great pass by this quarterback. You know, you really got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback today. They protected the ball well, but maintained a calculated level of aggression in keeping this game out of reach from their opponent.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Incompletion on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 47. Leaning on the run game here. Bites off a defender.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the punt bounces out of bounds inside the 10. Great work by the punter. The offense will be pinned back. And the offense starts in the shadow of their own end zone. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And he drops back in the gun. Makes a quick catch. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking deep down the left side. It's caught inside the red zone. Still on his feet. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11.
You got to pick the right time to take your shots downfield, and this offense just did that. A huge gain, and now they're down in the red zone for a first down.
This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. Grabbed by the receiver. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset. They're playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
And now to try here for the extra point. PAT is good. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Gets the first and still running. He has first down yardage at the 46. Just pounding away for another big gain. You wonder if this defense is beginning to lose its will a little bit.
I think they are losing their will. You can tell by the way they're tackling. It's been a very impressive performance by this offense and by this running back. You got to believe they're just looking to add to this lead with yet another touchdown.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. It's a run. Running back's got it. They bring it down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.